Hi friends, do you really want to get rich and successful in life? Getting rich and successful in life is all about a science. Do you know there is a science of all this? There is a book by Wallace Wattles which talks about the science of getting rich. All the people who are rich have followed certain principles. If you are really rich in life but you feel there is some kind of lack, some kind of discomfort towards future and some kind of lack towards future, or you are moving out with some kind of richness but not with abundance. So believe me, this video is for you. Stay till the end, stay tuned. So let's start this part in a very different way. The science of getting rich. Let's start with this, the very thought of Hindu mythology, one is all and all is one. When you talk about one is all and all is one, this premise rests upon one thing, that we all are part of fragmented part of the universe, and universe is fragmented part of us. Or in the other words, I'll say the supreme thought or the supreme one or the supreme soul. We end up being that, and that penetrates, that supreme one, that supreme thought, that supreme soul penetrates, permeates every thought and action in this world in the form of substance and results. So based upon this premise, let's start this thing. What exactly and how exactly you can really fulfill your life with abundance and lot of richness and success in life. The very first thing is, we are here to feed three things. We are here to feed our mind, body and soul. The very first thing, that is body, requires clothes to wear, requires activities to do, requires food, and whatever money can buy, body requires few of those things. And when you talk about mind is actually all about looking for some kind of intellectual recreation, intellectual luxury, I'll say, some thoughtful discussions, some thoughtful exercises. And when it comes to soul is fed only and only through love. When you are the emanator, dissipator and the creator of love, that's when you are joyful, abundant and you live your fulfilled life. So let's start. What is the secret all about of getting rich? To be all about getting rich is the first thing that starts from your very own thought. Because going back to the same premise, that there is one thought that permeates and penetrates everything, anything and everything in this universe. So, for example, let's take, you want to have a house or you want to have a land. If you really want to have a house, create a thought of having a house, even if you do not have a house right now. Feel that house, see that house clearly. You should be clearly able to watch and see, even if you do not have. Don't get restricted with your emotions right now, emotions of lack of supply. Go with the abundance, go with the benefits and other things. Once you create that thought, what you are doing actually, the science is, you are sending that thought to that one supreme one or the supreme thought, that is the creator, emanator, dissipator and that permeates and penetrates everything and anything and everything in this world. So your thought of having a home will send a signal to that supreme one, that supreme thought. Somewhere somebody is requiring some kind of thing. So you will get the resources. The resources will actually be falling in place. Nature will be creating something for you one or the other day, that you will be having your house very soon. Now, very important secret, very important secret. Never be a competitor, always be a creator. You know, what we generally do in life, what we do is, if I have to go for a job, I want it this way, that way, whatever way. Because I feel if the job of president or the CEO or something else or some executive is taken over by somebody, I'll be left out. No, my friends, always go with abundant mind. There is always an abundance in nature. The law of life is abundance. The law of life is fulfillment. You know, the nature or the God never want you to be in lack or misery, because that Supreme One, that Supreme Thought, that God, that nature finds fulfillment, finds joy, finds comfort, finds everything through you only. Because you are the part of that Supreme Thought, that Supreme Soul, you are the part of that Supreme Thing, and that Supreme Thing is actually living through you. So it will never create some kind of lack, it will never like to have some lack. So never be competitive, always be creative. Be creative. See that things will come to you at your own time, at their own sweet time. But for example, if you want to have a land or if you want to have a job, don't limit yourself with the present supply. Don't limit yourself. The success story here is really, the success story here is if you can see health in your illness, if you can see richness in your poverty, if you see yourself being rich, you will become rich. If you see yourself becoming healthy, you will become healthy. Don't be a competitor, always be a creator. Very important point now. The third thing is gratitude. One another secret is gratitude. Always have a grateful mind, always have a gratitude mind. Whatever you have. See, God or the nature or that Supreme Thought or that Supreme Soul never wants you to live in lack. That, you know why? Because if you take it in this way, if you understand that premise in that way, it is basically the oxygen. You are basically the oxygen or the lungs through which that lives. If you don't live, if you don't do your things in an abundance way, that Supreme Thought, that Supreme Soul, that Supreme Nature will not be able to live fully because it is living through you and you only. So always be grateful. Always be grateful to God. Always be grateful to nature. Whatever you have, don't look for lack and misery. Even if you have a lack and misery, never complain for that, because there is equal and in the law of science, there is always equal and opposite reaction. If you send the signal of lack and misery, the equal and opposite reaction is lack and misery only. So attitude of gratitude. You believe that once you receive even of a small thing, let's say you are thinking about somebody and someone calls you up, be grateful. Have gratitude towards the Supreme Thing, that Supreme Thought, that Supreme Soul, or the Almighty. Oh, that person has called you up. It was not by you only, it was somebody else also working. The more and more grateful you are, more and more chances will be there in life that you will be more and more grateful, and always be grateful. That's a vicious circle. That's a circle now. The complete circle. If you look for misery, misery will fall back to you. Misery will come back to you. Negativity will come back to you. If you focus upon positive thoughts, if you focus upon abundance, if you focus upon gratitude, you will always be in gratitude. You would have been watching so many people, they would have been saying, thank God, thank God. And every time they are saying thank God, thank God, thank God. And you know what they receive? Always the thanks. Always such kind of results, they are thankful. It's Shukrana in the English, Hindi, in our Hindi, it's Shukrana. Be grateful. And last very important point, another very important secret is, whenever you are meeting anybody and everybody, because the law of nature is abundance, the law of nature is growth, the law of nature is fulfillment. Anybody and everybody, how small that transaction be, try to give thoughts of advancement, blessings, growth, inspiration to that person, anyone and everyone. He should or she should feel that whenever he or she is able to meet you, you are the emanator of inspiration, you are the emanator of joy, you are the emanator of love, you are the emanator of all the abundance and advancement in life. A doctor who is always able to create such kind of transaction that whosoever patient he meets, he is able to cure whatever disease can be cured. that doctor will always be successful. A teacher will always be successful when he wishes good things, abundance, gratitude, inspirations, and all fulfillment of an individual student. So my dear friends, always be grateful, live with joy, live with comfort, live with focus, and never be a competitor, always be a creator. Be more grateful. Whatever small transaction you have, whatever a small transaction you do with somebody, always be a creator of love, joy, comfort, security. One very important thing, like for example, you want to take a certain position, but tell me one thing, can you take that position right now, right away, right this moment? If you are not in right business, what you will do? Will you crib over the wrong business? You will always say, oh, I am in a wrong business, I am in a wrong job, what to do, what not to do. Now go back to the same laws which I have repeated or stated. You will get same things only. So instead focus upon right now, take action right away, right this moment, right now, that whatever action you take, that action should be successful, that action should be positive. And each successful action, each day will create a successful day, a successful story. Slowly you will come towards a right business and right job. I have created an article for this. The link will be posted with this video. Keep watching. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. God bless. Gratitude for everyone. Wishing all good things for everyone. Thank you very much. Comment and share.